L.E. Tonglet, Pro Stock Motorcycle Drag Racer in the NHRA Series. L.E., hey, welcome to the World of Soul Motorcycle Community Radio Show.
Thank you for having me.
Glad that you've taken a moment of your time to talk with us. You've got an immense racing background, as I can see, including your dad, your brother, and maybe even more that we're not aware of. Tell us about your family and what has lit this fire under you to pursue this racing career.
Well, the whole racing background started with my dad when he was growing up. He was just always into motorcycles. He worked at a motorcycle shop, so he just grew up around bikes, and it just went on from there. He raced in HRAs, and me and GP were born. So it's kind of in our blood, and then GP started riding when he was 14, and then he rode for Harley for 5 years, and then once I became of age, he started training me, and the rest is pretty much history.
So you've been racing since the age of 10, is that right?
Yeah, I made a couple passes down the drag strip, 10 on a dirt bike, and then when I was 14 is when we started training with the Pro Stock bike. I jumped on that and just went slow at first, and then just worked our way up with the EC and Marlin Island.
In 2008, you won an All Harley Drag Racing Association Championship in only your second year of competition. What was that like?
That was actually in 2007. 08 was the second year I won that, but it was really fun. That got me a lot of racing experience with heads-up racing, and there was actually 5 rounds on Sunday to compete and win a race. So you had a lot of rounds you had to go, and you just had to be consistent because all the bikes were the same, and they had to be within 1 horsepower of everybody. So it was just a lot of fun.
You won the NHRA Championship and Rookie of the Year in 2010. What gives, man? Some racers spend a lifetime pursuing a championship at the NHRA level, but you did it in your first year.
Yeah, that just falls down to my dad being around it for so long, GT being around it. They made all the right tune-up cars. We had Samsonite horsepower, and it just shows you that you can buy what it takes to win a championship out there. You just need the right passage with the rider, the tuner, and the bike, and you can go fast and win races.
There you go. So you don't have to have $1 million program, just the know-how and the wherewithal.
That's right. We're probably the lowest budget team out there, and we actually won the championship on it. So you just got to know where to spend your money and how to spend it.
It's an interesting sight, now that you mentioned that, comparing the various rigs on the Raceway campus, and everyone's got this $1 million+ setup, and there you are, the Tonglets there. I hate to say it, it's almost like a Beverly Hillbillies like disposition. Is that? I hope that's not an insult.
No, we don't do it for exposure or nothing like that. We just do it because we love racing, and we weren't even making money in 2010 up until we started winning the races. We were just doing it out of our own pocket and just having fun. It's all about having fun. And as soon as we stop having fun, then we'll stop racing. Until that happens, then we'll continue racing.
Sounds good. Last year in Chicago, you came here and picked up another victory for the second straight year in a row. An NHRA championship the prior year, and yet here in 2012, you're having some challenges. Tell us about that.
Well, it all started off in Gainesville, and it really boils down to our sponsor, Kenny Goreski, with Nitrofish. He feels like the competition isn't fair, so he decided to stop sponsoring us until some changes are made. And they added some weight to the Harleys, and he feels like that's not going to be enough, so he stopped giving us sponsorship. So we're going to have to do it on our own until something changes.
So we're talking about parity between the various manufacturers, is that right?
The various brands. 3 brands. You have 3 brands out there: Suzuki, a Buell, and a Harley Davidson. And
what's the advantage over the other?
The Buell is a 2-valve cylinder pushrod engine. The V-twin 160 cubic inches, and the Harley Davidson is a 4-valve dual overhead cam 160 cubic inch motor. And then you have the Suzuki, which is 107 cubic inches with 2 valves. It's just finding the right setup, and once you have the right setup, you can go really fast, and the advanced mods like have that right now, and the fuels have it too.
Yeah, but despite that, you've won already before, and that being the case, you can win again. How are you feeling on the track? I know that you've reported that you've been on the track down there in Louisiana, where you're from. How's it going?
It's going all right. We made some different changes, and we're finally getting GP's aluminum bike all figured out. So the changes that we're making are positive, which is always good, and we just need to finish up a couple more things, and we'll probably come out on GP's aluminum bike here shortly, and hopefully that'll give us the advantage again.
Sounds good. What's next for Ellie Tonglet?
We go to Houston this weekend, so hopefully we can do good. But after the third race, Atlanta, that could be our last race until later season. So hopefully we can do good in the next two races. We're going to have to sit out due to financial.
Well, we wish you all the best in obtaining the resources that you need to stay on the track. I'm sure if you're in your absence, NHRA will be missing a valued talent. So let's hope that that does not take place and the necessary sponsorship arrives in order to keep you doing what you do, and that's winning. Ellie Tonglet, thank you for joining us here on the World of Soul Motorcycle Community Radio Show.
All right, thank you, man. You too.